He's going to bless you to do the same thing because there is a need. The schools are closing. The schools are closing. Many of the schools have already closed. Wasteland. If you drive through Detroit, look around. Look at Chicago. They're calling it Chirac. South Side. West Side Chicago. Look around. Memphis, Tennessee. Baltimore, Maryland. We have to change this, people. We have to do something about it. I can go from city to city and talk about urban areas that have been under attack for years, generation after generation. But what are we going to do about it? Well, there's a way. There's a way to handle this thing. Listen to me closely. You can build a big business. This is how the Jews did it. This is how the Italians did it. They were being victimized in their own communities. They were being victimized as they came over here from other countries. They have been victimized. They have been victimized. Not only here, the Jews were victimized internationally, but they built big businesses, and I'm not talking about small, I'm talking about big, and they still support those causes today, building their own schools, their own communities, yes. And we have to do the same thing as Christians. Oftentimes people think this is a black thing. No, it's a Christian thing. God is good all the time. Yeah, God is good all the time. But I happen to be black and I have to be a Christian, praise God, and I'm proud of both. I thank God for both. God is good all the time. I thank God for both. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about some things that the enemy doesn't want us to know about. Let's let the cat out of the bag. How about we talk about a designer, multi-billion-dollar brand. He built a multi-billion-dollar brand. His name is Louis Vuitton. Designer, entrepreneur, and founder of the multi-billion-dollar brand Louis Vuitton. Was born on August 4th in Angers, small village in eastern France. His father was a farmer and his mother died when he was only 10 years old. His father died soon after. He lost his mother and his father. He lost his mother when he was 10 and his father died soon after. Louis found himself homeless at age 13. And he decided to go to Paris, but he had no money or transportation. Young man's an orphan. Homeless at 13. Yeah, who am I talking about? Louis Vuitton. You've seen the LVs. You see people with the bags, the luggage. Yes, multi-billion-dollar brand. How did it start? Same way you're going to start. This is what the enemy doesn't want you to know. Doesn't want you to know that these great people that have built something great started just like you. I'm talking to people that don't have anything. I'm talking to people that think that life has let them down. I'm talking to people that think that there's nothing out there for you. I'm talking to you. God is still touching your life. He's right there inside of you. Listen to this message. His mother died when he was 10 years old. His father died soon after. He found himself homeless and orphaned and homeless at the age of 13. Decided to go to Paris, but he had no money or transportation. So he got a map. Louis got a map and started to walk 292 miles, a 292-mile journey on foot. True story. Young 13-year-old boy walking from Angers, a small village in France, all the way to Paris. 292-mile journey on foot. As he was walking, he took odd jobs and slept wherever he could. There is no telling what this young man went through at the age of 13, walking all the way to Paris. Louis arrived in Paris at age 16. He was 16 years old when he got there. That's how long it took him. Young Vuitton got a job in Paris working for a successful box maker and packer. Only took Vuitton a few years to stake out a reputation amongst Paris's fashionable class as one of the city's premier practitioners in his new craft. After building reputation for 16 years, he was a box maker, packing boxes for people in Paris. He did that for 16 years.